Hello everybody, this is your boy, the Green Talents, coming at you with a video that dedicated to the Philadelphia Eagles. As you can see, I'm repping the Eagles today because the fact is the game that we played yesterday against the Baltimore Ravens. Now we had ample opportunity to come back and tie the game up, or better yet, to win the football game, but as usual, the game started off rather slow in the first half of the series, and the third and fourth quarter when they picked up. So Carson went through for I think over 25 or 30 some passes for 215 yards, 2 scores, no picks for the first time. He threw no interception this year. It's the first time. Right now he has a total of 8 interceptions. And this year, today, not yesterday, I'm sorry. Not today. Not today. Yesterday. Sunday. He threw 2 touchdown passes, no picks. So they were able to get downfield on 4th and 1. Fourth and goal, fourth and goal. And they tried to do a trick play to get to the other side of the field for a score, but they weren't able to because the Baltimore Ravens sniffed it out. And they stopped the play and process, and they won the football game by 2. So 30-28. I gotta admit, this loss was an effort loss, and what I mean by effort loss, I mean is they put all that energy and their time to win this game. When all was lost in the first half of the game, Baltimore had outnumbered in the first half. Second half, the Eagles started get some drives, and they started going downfield on them, and they put up 14 unanswered points before they wound up going into the not halftime, but for the game wound up coming to an end, for that matter. Now, had they scored that 2-point conversion, they probably would have tied the game up. But what played us the most is Jake Elliott. Jake Elliott missed 2 perennial kicks that could have either won up the game, or probably could have. Well, we probably would have won the game had it not been for those 2 missed perennial kicks. He missed I think it was a 50-some yarder he missed, and that's one of his better ranges, because he has a 61-yarder that he kicked 2 years ago, which is an Eagles all-time record. So he has the leg to kick it, but for some odd reason he missed 2 perennial game-winning kicks. Now, had he kicked those 2 field goals like he was supposed to have, we probably would have won the game. But as usual, like I said before, offense started getting together. We done lost a couple of guys on offense again. We have lost I think Driscoll, one of the starting guards, went out, and one of the other guys on the right side, over the right guard and the right tackle went out. Lane Johnson was out for that game, and he probably will be out for Thursday night game as well. So the Eagles have 4 practice squad players. Two tackles left and right, and 2 guards left and right. So it's a whole new ball game because we played New York Giants. Now, I stated this before, that the Giants are more healthier than the Eagles are. I stated that already. And they are, I'm not gonna say that they are better than the Eagles, but they are pretty much are a better team all around, because the offensive line, they got one of the better offensive lines in the game. Even though they're young, they rebuilt, but they're a better line, and they got better defensive front. You know what I'm saying? So the Eagles gonna be up for a battle against the New York Giants on Thursday night, and it ain't gonna be no easy win. So this is a game that we should win, but it won't be easy, because the fact is the Giants coming to Philadelphia. So that's another home game, and then our next game is gonna be at Dallas. That's gonna be a road game. So right now I'm watching the Cowboys get beat by the Arizona Cardinals, aka the Thunderbirds of the NFL, and So they doing real well, and the Eagles defense did real well. They got the thing 3, 2, 3. They got 3 or 4 sacks on the Baltimore Ravens, but the Ravens got 8 sacks on us. We only got 4. So we are one of the top 5 teams when it comes to sacks. Because the front line got the sacks. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is this is actually some crazy thing that's happening with the Philadelphia Eagles at the point in time, because we're missing too many players on offense, and then no telling when a lot of these guys gonna come back. They keep posting on Facebook saying that Deshaun Jackson gonna come back, and the guy is not coming back. Period. He won't be back probably till after the bye week, because to me, Alshon Jeffries and Deshaun Jackson should even come back until after the bye week. So the Eagles just gonna have to put together some winning drives against the Cowboys and New York Giants and try to win the football game. So if the Eagles can end the week in the first half of the regular season 2-0, that'll be wonderful, because that'll put us at 3-4 before we go 3-4-1 before we go into our bye week. So if the Eagles can win the last 2 games, that'll give the team some confidence coming out of the bye week, and then you got to play your next 7 games. Your next 7 remaining games, 7 or 8 remaining games that's left on this on the schedule. So this second half of the schedule will be tough, because we got to play the Seattle Seahawks, we got to play the Cleveland Browns, we got to play let me see, I can't name all the. Well, we do play the Cowboys again, we play the Giants again, we play the Washington Redskins, and then the season. So that's 5 right there, and then 3 or 4 more that I can't mention at the time, because it's not at the top of my head to figure out who the next game to be played. But all I know is that this next schedule, the second half of the schedule will be tough, and it won't be easy. So that's why it's gonna be very important that the Eagles in the first half of the schedule 2-0. I'm not. I don't care how they win, long as they get a win. You know what I'm saying? Because our first win this season came against the 49ers, a team that was favored to beat us anyway. So we wound up winning that game, and now we riding a 2-game losing streak, because we lost against Pittsburgh and we lost against the Baltimore Ravens, 2 back-to-back AFC North teams. So and 2 more North teams we got to play at the Cleveland Browns, and there's another North team we got to play. So it's really a lot to actually consider and think about. Just sitting here bored in my mind trying to figure out who next teams we're going to play. So all I know is 7 8 more games to go in the second half of this season that we got to continue to mosey on and win, because it's important that we get some good games going. And after this bye week, the Eagles should have all their players back on the wraps. Now, I'm not sure who's gonna come back. I don't know if Lane Johnson gonna come back. I'm not sure if what's the boy now? Malu, whatever his name is, one of the right guards. I'm not exactly sure who's gonna come back after the first half of the season come to an end. You know what I'm saying? So all I know is Djax, Alshon Jeffries, and Lane Johnson don't need to be playing no more games until after the bye week. Therefore, they have 2 weeks of rest, and it's very important. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a long stretch coming, and we got to win some games. We come back on to the playoffs. So if the Eagles can lose, if the Eagles can go 9-6-1, that'll be great. But I think 11-4. I think 11-4-1 would be nice. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt we go 11-4. We might go as easy as 9-6. That may be how we take it again this year, 9-6, because it will be the third 9-win season under 10 win for the first time in 3 or 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And the last coach to go 9-7-1 was Andy Reid of the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? And so Doug Peterson, year before last and last year, went 9-7 back-to-back 9-7 season. That's a Eagles low as far as I'm concerned, but it's just so much to be digest because we're not entering the second half of the schedule of the NFL schedule. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? And I pray hard that we get some players off IR back because it is so much difficult to just sit and think about it, but it's tough. You know what I'm saying? So I believe my Birds can probably pull through. They probably can pull through. But the question is how? Because see, you got Carson Wentz, who's been sacked more than a bag of potatoes can count, and it's just ridiculous because he's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL at this time. And like I said before, he threw for 15 yards, 2 scores, no picks. So defensive line got 4 sacks. I want to say they got an interception. They got 1 pick, and I think that's it. But I don't know. I mean, it's just a lot to just digest. So this is my week 4, 5, 6. This is my week 6 recap. An effort loss by the Philadelphia Eagles. We lost the game 30-28 by 2 points. But overall, it was an effort loss, and I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they gave up because they actually started punching back and started coming back. You know what I'm saying? So if they can win themselves back in this game, they can win themselves in these next 2 games and come up against the Cowboys and the New York Giants. So I guess we got to wait and see. We'll see what happens. This is your boy, the Green Talons, coming at you with a week 6 recap video. Peace, one love.